Chosen one, somebody just made a fatal miscalculation. Right now there is a public crash out because they couldn't frame you, and the evidence shows clearly that you are innocent. The architects of your downfall are realizing that you were never the victim they imagined. Their collapse is accelerating, and your truth is now the only thing left standing. Someone the world sees as credible and composed, the kind of person whose word carries weight in a room, whose standing gives their accusations an appearance of legitimacy. This person has been using that standing quietly and strategically against you. But today that composure is completely gone. Today they are somewhere public, and they are losing it, not in a private, dignified way, but in a seen, heard, witnessed way that people will remember. This crash out is not a bad day. It is the moment when someone who was absolutely certain they had you finally realizes they never did. It is the moment when everything they constructed with such deliberate effort collapses all at once because it was built on a lie, and lies cannot hold their shape forever under the weight of real evidence. Do you feel that? That is not drama. That is the opening note of your vindication. And the story of how you arrived at this moment, the full picture of it, is the part they really did not want you to see. The people who are watching this person crash out are not seeing what this person intended for them to see. They are not witnessing a wronged party finally reaching a breaking point. They are not watching a righteous case fall apart due to technicality or corruption or some external interference. What they are watching is someone who built a story, sold that story with authority and composure, and is now visibly unable to maintain that composure in the moment when the story is being officially dismantled. That distinction matters enormously, because the people watching have memory. They remember how confident this person was. They remember the certainty with which every accusation was delivered. They remember the polished, professional presentation that made it all seem so credible. And now they are watching that same person come apart in a way that composure simply cannot survive, because the gap between the certainty that was performed and the outcome that actually arrived is too wide to absorb gracefully. When someone genuinely believes they are right and loses anyway, there is a particular quality to how they respond. There is grief in it. There is confusion in it. There is the searching look of someone trying to understand what went wrong. But when someone knows on some level that their case was constructed rather than true, and that construction fails publicly, what comes out of them looks entirely different. It is not grief. It is not confusion. It is something rawer and more desperate, the emotional signature of someone whose cover story has just been removed in front of an audience. What the witnesses are seeing right now is that second thing, and they recognize it, even if they do not have words for it yet. The body communicates what the mouth refuses to say, and everything being communicated by this person in this moment of public collapse is telling a story that no accusation they ever made against you is going to be able to override. You do not need to narrate this to anyone watching. You do not need to interpret it or explain it or draw anyone's attention to it. The scene is speaking for itself. Your only job right now is to let it. Your cleared name and your continued forward motion are more powerful testimony than anything you could add to this moment with words. At some point, something changed in this person. Something shifted from passive resentment into active strategy. And the thing that triggered that shift was not something you did wrong. The trigger was you doing something right. Maybe it was a win they heard about. Maybe it was a situation you navigated that was supposed to take you down. Maybe it was simply the undeniable, quiet evidence of your life working, your foundation holding when theirs was shaking. Whatever it was, they looked at it and made a decision. They decided you needed to be stopped. Hold on to this word, investment, because what came next was not just wishing you harm. This person invested real resources, real time, real deliberate energy into your destruction. They committed to it. Keep that word close, because you are going to watch it reverse direction in a way that changes the entire landscape. Their first move was observation. They started studying you, your patterns, your movements, your relationships, and how you operate under pressure, not casually, obsessively. They went over your path, the way someone retraces steps through a house when something goes missing, back and back again, looking for the formula behind your resilience.